Have you noticed that airline seats, they keep getting closer and closer together? For me at 6'4", it's really cramped and uncomfortable. But some other people say it's even more serious than that it's putting their life at risk if the plane were to crash. Gas prices are so high right now, police are warning that more crooks are lurking in the shadows trying to steal your gas. And it's not that old-fashioned siphoning out with a hose. Nowadays, it involves this sound. And it can do some serious damage to your ride. It is a tough night here in the Triad as law enforcement mourns the loss of a Greensboro police officer and the public looks for answers about what happened. Breaking news right now in Denton, where neighbors on MH Drive are being told to shelter in place, lock the doors, lock the windows, stay in your house. It's 11 o'clock. Taco Bell should be open. It's closed. Same thing at KFC next door. Across the street, you can barely make out that's a McDonald's because it's so dark with the lights off, and ditto for Burger King. There's a whole lot of hangry folks out here tonight because earlier today, across town, city inspectors found a sample of water that tested positive for E. coli. 6 months after Hurricane Helene, there are still public showers set up in the middle of Old Fort for whoever needs them. I talked with one woman who says she not only uses it to get clean, but on really cold nights, her best option is to sleep inside one of the stalls. A public bathroom should not be a home.
Really rough. Really rough.
Brooke Lanning says on cold nights, she sleeps inside one of these temporary shower stalls. They can't be more than 10 feet long and 3 feet wide. When Old Fort flooded, Brooke says she lost her place to live. She says people have tried to help, but she doesn't qualify for the aid or there's some other problem.
Ex bought me a building, but I don't have anywhere to put it.
So 6 months after Hurricane Helene, she thinks her best option is still sleeping in the showers.
I'll live. I'll make it through this.
Down by the water and the worst of the damage.
There's nothing here but dirt. I mean, our whole house was gone.
Paul Grindon is building the foundation for his next chapter, living in a temporary trailer the state will provide for the next 6 months.
I turned 79 yesterday, and this is to start over again. It's just unbelievable, just unbelievable. My truck washed away, my Harley washed away, my house washed away, everything I had washed away. But
these are photos that were taken prior to the storm and then after the storm.
At Town Hall,
this area was one of the harder hit areas.
Mayor Pamela Snipes keeps these photos up as a daily reminder of how far her hometown has come.
The first 24, 48 hours, I thought the town of Old Fort was gone. I didn't think we could come back, but we did. And we will continue to go forward.
Crews are still working around the clock to clean up damage.
And now we have water, we have power, we have sewer, we have cell phone service.
And volunteers are working to build more small shelters, many far away from their own homes. Visiting from Ohio.
Having a heart for people who have lost everything and just wanted to help.
And Pennsylvania.
Love my neighbor.
As horrible as it's been, everything has a silver lining. People came together. People are still helping each other, and the town is improving.
Everyone trying not to dwell in the past, but focus on a place to live in the future.
You can't get upset. You can only cry so much.
In Old Fort, I'm Ben Briscoe.
That was the very first photo.
When Jessica met Matt Smith, she knew in a matter of moments.
The butterflies in the stomach, the chest pounding, just get that feeling that that's the one.
The two were married 9 months later.
He was funny. He was straightforward, blunt, and honest.
Matt lived his whole life moving fast, understanding that seconds matter as a firefighter protecting Davidson County.
That was his heart and soul. That's all he wanted to do since he was 5 years old. He used to go around in the stores and make siren noises. That's what his mama said.
The guys at the station even called him TikTok because Matt spent his free time making videos with his love.
Well, in North Carolina, way back in the hills, lived my old pappy and he had him still.
That's when we started doing the hillbilly character, blacking our teeth out and dressing like hicks.
They called themselves those crazy hillbillies, gaining more than 500,000 followers online. Posting every day, trying to make strangers laugh.
I have got a mind of my own.
Why didn't you bring it with you when we got married?
Yes, we actually got a lot of people out of depression and a lot of people off their medications where they was on for depression.
But in January, the clock started running out.
Went in for, excuse me.
Take your time.
Shortness of breath and chest pain at Baptist, and they done blood work, scans, and it came back that the two doctors came in there and told him, you have stage 4 cancer. He was just in shock. He didn't believe it. But me, I was just like a total mess.
Come, Jesus, come.
While fighting skin cancer, Matt still wanted to post from the hospital with his wife.
I'm not gonna lose you, whatever it takes. I will stay here with you.
Each day he was in the hospital, it was progressing more and more and more and spreading to the rest of his organs. He only had weeks to live.
This is a hard thing for me to take in, going from being normal and healthy to going to the hospital last weekend and finding out that I have cancer.
3 weeks after the diagnosis, Matt was gone. A reminder, there's never enough time.
Wish I had more.
But we can make the most of it by filling life with love.
I love you all.
Well, it wasn't the ending that they had hoped for, but fans from High Point tell me they've really loved their time in Providence, Rhode Island anyway, including one family who had a little bit more on the line than most. In the middle of thousands of fans is a cheeky family feud. On one side, mom Jennifer Gazelle has a face painting for High Point. On the other, Purdue.
Hi, I'm a Purdue alum, and this is my daughter Ava, who goes to Purdue, and my son Ryan, who goes to High Point. Boiler up, baby! So we're all here together.
As soon as the bracket came out during Selection Sunday, they knew the game would be a memory to last a lifetime.
I thought High Point has a lot of heart, and that they were going to give Purdue a run for their money.
It's going to make the victory all that much better, baby. Come on.
All I got to say is boiler up.
Boiler up!
High Point University, fake university. Purdue is where it's at, baby.
In the end, Purdue outpaced High Point 75-63. But Panthers players say they are leaving their first time at the big dance feeling loved and supported by their fans.
High Point's a family, man. Like, you can just sense it the moment you step on their campus. I don't know if any of you guys have been up there, but the place is incredible. Like, we love going to school there. The family there is just incredible. And, you know, we got so many people that are very passionate about High Point basketball. And it's just a joy to be a part of something like that.
Dude, it's awesome. I'm so excited. I love my team. I love my family. I think I love my team more today, though, so I'm excited.
He might be in trouble for that one. High Point also chartered a private plane today to make a public showing of support. 200 students flew up for just a few hours to cheer on their team. After the game, I talked with some of them. They said, you know, this might be the men's basketball team's first time at the big dance, but they know it won't be their last. In Rhode Island, I'm Ben Briscoe.